We talk about everything, play music in between. Tune in and enjoy Chad's underground scene. Talking music, you know what I mean. Tune in and enjoy Chad's underground scene.
Welcome, you are watching Chad's Underground Scene. We are here in Venice, Mar Vista area with my friend Saliou. So, tell us a little bit about how things are going on, Saliou.
Man, it's been real chill, you know. I've been playing some music here by the seaside, living my best life, man. It's been really dope playing lots of these here drums and playing some guitar as well. So I feel blessed, super grateful.
Yeah, it's good to be back out and about, right?
Man, for real. Yeah, I can't even tell you how good it feels to be playing music again. Yeah.
So we are here, and this is an area with lots of cool underground things going on. So tell us a little bit about how you got started in music.
Man, yeah, so growing up, my mother was in like lots of dance classes and stuff. My father came to America playing drum as well. So that kind of tells the story right there. You got the mother's the dancer, father's the drummer, you know what I'm saying? I was in dance classes as a really, really young kid. And then when I was about 5 years old, I saw Jimi Hendrix on the TV. And, you know, the rest is history, man, you know. I knew that's what I had to do when I saw Jimi Hendrix.
So let's start the show with a little bit of drums by you on this beautiful drum kit right here.
Yeah, man. All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, let's play a song. This one is Minjani. Minjani is a song that they play. It's like a celebration song. They play it for the women as well. When the girls become women.
Where at?
In West Africa. So they play it in, Senegal and Guinea, Ivory Coast. They play it all over the place. There's a bunch of different types of Minjanis. But this is the one that I know. So yeah, this is Minjani.
Awesome. Ooh. I guess I wasn't kidding when I said drum set. That was an entire drum set right there. Oh my God. So tell us about the technique you use to play these drums, because that is an amazing technique.
Man, I really
That's not just
appreciate
hitting a drum.
No, definitely not. Yeah, man, something my uncle told me that I really stuck with me is that we're not banging the drum. We're making music. You know, we're making music with these things. Yeah, so there's three main techniques with the djembe. There's your bass, there's a tone, which is when you have your fingers closed, roughly, and then there's a slap, right? So you have bass, tone, slap.
Wow, totally different sounds. Yeah.
Three different sounds that you can get out of this thing. And then even within that, you know, there's different kinds of tones, you know, and then you get into your slaps. You can do a bunch of different stuff with them, you know, and with bass too, you know, you can there's all kinds of variations, but those are the three main techniques of how you can start talking with your djembe. So yeah, you know, I've been blessed to have so many great teachers here in Los Angeles at Leimert Park, especially, and my uncles and my father as well. It's so awesome to be playing this instrument. And
it looks like it's been around for a little while.
Man, yeah,
a couple years on this
at
thing?
least, yeah. This drum has been around for like 2,000 years. The djembe. It's a Malinke instrument. Came from Mali. But yeah, and it's
and there's
really,
a lot of craftsmanship in this.
These are made.
Must take a while to build it.
For real, yeah. This is African wood. This is from Senegal, and this is goat. On here, both of these are goat skin. Both the wood is from Africa, or from Senegal, more specifically. And yeah, this is my Uncle drum, Uncle Will. Shout out to my boy.
Uncle Will.
Yeah, man.
Shout out. Yeah, that's
dude.
awesome.
He's in Portland right now, you know, and I was like, hey, let me get that drum though, you know. So I'm taking good care of it in the meantime. It's a great drum, so.
Yeah, so Portland's cool. I just did a show with some guys while I was in Nashville, and they were both from Portland. And they played some songs on the show. They were freaking great. And I told some stories about Portland, because Portland is a weird town. It's awesome.
Yep.
That's probably why you fit right here in Venice, because Portland is weirder than Venice.
Yeah, man, I met a lot of weird people.
Yeah, you get the mountain people, you get the witches and the warlocks. Yeah. It's all crazy up there.
So many flannels.
Oh yeah, a lot of flannel.
Yeah.
In fact, in Nashville, it was like 90 degrees. And these guys from Portland were wearing flannels.
Come on, that's how you can spot the Portlandians. Yep.
They were ready.
Yep.
They were ready in case there was a storm coming in.
Yep. At a moment's notice.
And right now, I think Portland was 113 degrees this weekend.
Wow, man, y'all are getting
the biggest heat wave they ever got. Yeah.
Wow.
It's the hottest it's been ever.
You're gonna need some good refreshment.
So let's see how these go with a little Link Ray.
Sounds good to me.
That'll be an interesting test.
Come on now.
Yes, that worked pretty well.
Hey, yeah, man.
So tell us a little bit about your music and what you're doing with your music and what you do.
Man, yeah. So, man, I make all kinds of music. You know, I just really like playing music. Mostly, I got these here things. You know, I got a couple 6 strings, couple of 4 strings as well. Yeah, man.
My favorite, the 4-string.
Come on, that's a good one. That's a good one, I tell you.
And cut it out, you people playing those 5 and 6 strings. Play
Come
the 4.
on, the 4 got what I need. You know, I can do a lot with the 4. You know, it's not about how many strings you got. You know, it's about the motion.
It's how you play them. It's just like those drums and the way you play them, right?
I got a kit right here.
Yeah,
exactly. And then I got my side kit for the weekends. You know. Yeah,
that's it.
But yeah, you know, so man, I play these ones, and then I play and I sing with some songs. I do that acoustic. It's pretty cool. And then I play drums too, man. I've been playing drums, so I really, really enjoy playing drums.
And do you bill yourself as Saliou?
Yes, indeed, Saliou Mboup. That's the government, you know.
Sweet.
Feel free to say it as much as you want. If you say it 3 times in the mirror,
right,
you can feel my
good luck.
smile
You get good
upon
luck.
you.
Good luck.
It's true. Yeah.
So you also play in a band or two, you said? So what is the name of the bands you're playing?
Yeah, so I've been sitting in with a couple of my friends' bands. One of them was the Psychedelic Flies. I was playing with my homie Derek Smith as well. Dane Ferguson is a friend that I play with as well. But yeah, you know, just kind of getting around, playing where I can, man. Just playing some percussion. I played with Maya Griffin recently as well. She's a singer in Los Angeles.
Oh, great.
So yeah, just I'm a fan of music, and
Yes,
I really
me too.
hear a lot of ways that I can accompany.
There's nothing better than a live music setting, right?
Man,
anytime.
It's beautiful, you know. And the djembe also, I feel like, is such a beautiful instrument, especially when it's applied tastefully in a song.
Yeah, incorporated into the music. Yeah,
I think there's such space for that. There's such space for
that's
that.
what's great about a band, right? Is you have all these different instruments mixing together, and then voice to go with it, right?
Boom, right.
It's awesome.
Right, so the djembe, I think, for my ability to play it, I hear such opportunity for myself to add to a live set, especially. It creates such a connection because you feel it. You know, like, you don't even need an amp really for this thing, depending on, you know, if you're playing indoors especially, you don't really need an amp. You can just fucking,
Yeah.
you know, you'll hear it. So it's such a powerful instrument, and I'm so grateful to be able to play it and to share my music with people. It's beautiful.
All right, so this is a good time to break away. You're going to get to experience a little bit of it. We're going to play some videos from the YouTube.
Yeah, man.
To play some with Saliou and a video with me. So enjoy.
Man, I can't do it. I can't do it like that, man. I gotta do it like this. This next song is about pussy. You are sweet like sugar, and all the others bite like you do. You are sweet like sugar. I'm addicted to the things that you do. Only you. Only you. Only you. Only you. You are sweet like sugar, and all the others bite like you do.
things that you do. Only you. Only you. Only you. Only you.
Almost stuck a landing.
We're hanging out in Hollywood. The scene is cool and underground. At 10 o'clock, we get our start. By midnight, we play our part. We're like vampires, we come out at night. The zombie zoo is in our sight. The death rock punks and the tragically hip. You know we never get sick of it. Our late night friends will soon unite. We all find a club, that's so right. Johnny and the Dingbats, they will play. They will play Scream or at the lingerie. We're like vampires, we come out at night. Release the bats, it's in our sight. A death rock punks and a tragically hip. You know we never get sick of it. It's getting dark and it's time to wake. Sunset Gower, Hell's Gate. Zombie sluts from hell will be next. No one ever knows their sex. We're like vampires, come out at night. The zombie zoo is in our sight. A death rock hunts and a tragically hip. You know I never get sick of it. We're like vampires, come out at night. Release the bat.
sick of it. Okay, we're back, and we are here in Mar Vista, Venice. So tell us a little bit about this whole area. There's a lot of underground stuff going on, a lot of great clubs, a lot of great music everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
Everywhere you turn, you can just go on the boardwalk and there's music going on.
Yeah, man, it's a really special spot. I feel like in the most recent times, a lot of it has been more, I don't know, like I feel like with gentrification coming into the Venice area and with just a change in the music scene, it felt more exclusive. Like parties, you know, if you knew the guy, then you got into the venue where they were playing music. But now, especially coming out of this pandemic, it's so much more open. Like people just want to connect with each other and play music.
Yeah,
so,
everyone misses it, I'm sure, right? I do.
Exactly. It's like, all right, who's gonna show up? You know, and that's really, you know, people are just grateful for that, you know, and grateful to be in each other's presence, which is such a blessing, truly, you know. So and to be able to share our art, which is incredible. So at Mar Vista, more specifically, I played recently at Art Bar LA. They hosted an event, and I know they've been hosting a couple of different artists recently, and it's just really such a great thing to see. To see art. You know, when we played on the sidewalk, man. You know, it's like you could just be driving down the street. You look to your left, you look to your right, and boom, there's a band right there playing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a really beautiful feeling. And I think that's part of what makes the West Side so special, and what makes LA so special also is that it's home to so many artists. So.
I went out on Sunday night. I went out to the Oracle in LA, downtown LA, and saw a band. It was absolutely great. It was an old friend of mine from years ago, from the '80s, Tequila Mockingbird, and she was singing, and she had this band behind her that was amazing. They had everybody in the band was amazing. It was just great to watch, and then it was just a great community. Everybody in there was different and just hanging out. They were just appreciating the music, and then they had some poetry, and they had a comedian. It was just a great scene for everyone to hang out and connect.
Comedian at the show is dope.
Yeah, it was really fun.
That's a good vibe.
Yeah, it rounded out the night, right?
Yeah.
So play us a little guitar. Do you have an original song you want to play, or is there?
I got a little something for you.
Okay,
Yeah, I got to unrelease something. You know, I got to release this one. It sounds so good.
Yes.
You guys are about to hear it. This one's called Wonits. We'll let the guitar do the talking.
Yeah, write her name's in the sand with a smile. I'll be the mess on your hands for a while. Yeah, I can honestly say you were my favorite mistake. A tidal washes away in style. Yeah, write our names in the sand with a smile. I'll be the mess on your hands for a while. Yeah, I can honestly say you were my favorite mistake. The tidal washes away in style. Oh, take away my sadness. It's all that's left of us. Oh yeah, baby, this is madness. But it's the only thing I trust. Oh, take away my sadness. It's all that's left of us. Oh yeah, baby, this is madness. It's the only thing I trust. bricks and then it builds. It gets us shaking from the thrill. And I thank you for something real. I didn't take you for the silent type for making up my mind tonight. I love you, but the time ain't right. And no one's gonna put up a fight. So write our names in the sand with a smile. I'll be the mess on your hands for a while. Yeah, I can honestly say you were my favorite mistake. The tide will wash us away in style. Yeah, write our names in the sand with a smile. I'll be the mess on your hands for a while. Yeah, I can honestly say you were my favorite mistake. The time will wash us away in style.
Awesome.
Hey, thanks, man.
So I'd say that has a little bit of a hippie vibe to it. I like it.
Appreciate that. Yeah, you know, another passive-aggressive song about my ex. One of my favorites.
Sweet, yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's the best way to do it, right?
Come on now. Musical therapy.
So underground, there's lots of great underground in this area. So tell me some of your favorite underground clubs to go to and hang out and maybe even play.
Man, well, Music Box Micro Stage. Absolutely. Music Box Micro Stage is such a special place.
Yes, and we need to thank him for putting that all together, because
for real,
something we really needed.
It's, yeah, and it popped up. You know, it's not the hero we deserved. It was the hero we needed. You know, we don't even deserve him. He's an angel sent from hell to serve rock and roll. You know, and it's so beautiful and righteous. The Music Box, I love it. I love it so much. Thank you so much to Music Box Micro Stage. Check out Music Box Micro Stage. Yeah, they're just like the best.
So what he's done, he's built a mini stage.
Yes,
and it's actually a box.
It's a fucking box. Yeah.
And he set it up for the COVID, right? So you could do a concert and everyone could social distance, and you could actually see some live entertainment. And he's continued it now till today, and it's going to go on, I'm sure, forever.
It's a thing, yeah,
it's
man.
So cool.
It's magical. It's a thing, and it's magical.
And they have a lot of solo artists will get in, and you barely fit in this box. It's like a telephone.
It's a one-seater.
It's like a telephone booth.
It's a one-seater. Yeah. Yep. And it's got some cool lights in it. It's got, you know, a whole like amplification system.
Yeah, and I've seen when it's like 3 or 4 people, where 3 are outside and one's inside.
One's in the
now.
box. Yeah, exactly.
But originally it was only one person, and the one person was in the box.
Yep, that's the classic. Yeah, put some eye candy in the box, and then the supporting act is outside. On the shoe boxes. But yeah, man, it's that's really cool. I like Trip also. Trip, that's a classic from Santa Monica.
And that's definitely one of the most unique things set up in the underground scene, right?
Man, it's a vibe. It's a whole ass vibe. If you want to feel some real LA, you go to Trip on a Wednesday night, or you know, any night of the week actually, and you'll really feel.
And speaking of the Trip, so the Trip, I did a video there with my band Big Mess.
Big Mess.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And we did a video. We got together and filmed this video, and the premise of the video was Battle of the Bands, right? And so we went to that club to do the inside where we're in the Battle of the Bands and we're up against these other bands.
Yep.
And the video starts out, we're at our studio and we're rehearsing, getting ready for the Battle of the Bands, because if we win the Battle of the Bands, we get the $500 and we've made it.
Okay.
We're only going right straight to the top from there, right? Because we got our $500 and we're set. Right?
Yeah, man.
And so my band I'm getting on them, telling them, you need to be ready for this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say, we got it, man, we got it. And they do. My band had it. They had a whole plan going on, and then they brought me to the Rock Doctor. Because I was kind of nerdy and not too cool.
Rock Doctor, yeah.
And they brought me to the Rock Doctor, and he hypnotized me.
Wow.
And made me instantly into a rock star.
This sounds like the Music Box Micro Stage. This is what happens if you show up to the Music Box Micro Stage. Yeah. Wow.
So then during this, my band was getting prepared, so they were sharpening their knives and getting their bats out and getting ready for this.
You were having communion.
And then they filled me in on the plan. The plan of the Battle of the Bands is we're going to beat up the other bands so that we win the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah. Hey.
So the band that's our biggest competition, they go up on stage and we watch them play, and then we take them out in back of the club and we beat them up. And then we go inside to collect our award, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it was the funnest experience because we were at the trip. And then when we beat the guys up out in the back, we did the whole scene. We filmed this whole thing.
Yep.
And this cop comes rolling up. And then there's a street guy that lives on the street there, lives in the alley that we're in.
Yeah.
And he's sitting in the back there hanging out with us, watching us shoot the whole thing, and he's laughing the whole time.
Right.
He goes, "This is great! Get him!"
Yeah.
And then when the cops show up, he's looking at the cops, and the cops pull up, and they go, "Hey, what are you doing over here?" I go, "Oh, we're shooting a video." And the one cop looks at us and he goes, "Hey, can I be in it?" And I go, "Yeah, that sounds great."
Yeah, man.
I go, "I'll tell you what, just pull your car up here and come out, and then take these guys like you're arresting them, tell them to go down the street and get out of here."
Yeah.
And so he does it. He gets in the car with his buddy, and he comes back around. It's the freaking coolest cop ever, right? And he goes, "Hey, you guys, get out of here!" And he shoos the other guys off, and it's like we had just beat him up, and now the cops are throwing him out. And the guy that was sitting back there, he's laughing when all this goes down, and he's laughing at the cops, and he goes, "You're getting him for drunken publicness." And it's in the video. Him saying this in the video. And
see, now that's the shit you can't write.
And we got it all. It's awesome.
Yeah, man. I gotta try that next time I'm in a Battle of the Bands. I'll just beat him up and get a homeless guy to cooperate with.
So that'll explain the video you watched a minute earlier.
Hey. Yeah, that's the director's cut right there.
That's right.
That's cool.
And what do you have planned going forward? Because now we're out of the pandemic. You're playing.
Yep.
You said you want to record that song.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you going to be recording some songs?
I do. I have a couple. I got 2 other ones that I got as well, and maybe a couple in the back pocket. You know what I'm saying? I've just been really enjoying growing as a musician, learning the drum as well, and really throwing myself at that totally. But yeah, in the future, I have an EP that I plan on releasing, as well as a couple of more collaborations and projects and stuff that I'm working on, and really just playing as much music as possible. I'd love to have different opportunities to like play with people and just keep making music. I just want to keep making music and playing music. That's what it's all about, man.
So we can get to the depths out here in Venice. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff going on, and then LA. I've spent a lot of time out here in LA and Venice playing different clubs, late night clubs, and after the clubs close down, it is an eerie feeling sometimes being out on the street in this area in LA.
Definitely, yeah.
And I always enjoyed that because you meet people you would never meet.
Bro, that wasn't a music video.
Right?
You really were beating people up in Battle of the Bands.
And then we're meeting cool cops, and we're meeting guys that live in the alley that are just super cool.
Straight up. Yeah. That's based on a true story.
And then sometimes late at night there's some sometimes it's like ghosts, I guess, because you'll be out there and you think somebody's there and you're looking around, you don't see anybody, but you feel it.
Yep, you feel them.
And especially if you're near a graveyard, you absolutely can feel it. Because for some reason graveyards have an energy to them that's different than anything else.
Man, yeah. Museums also, I get a similar feeling in certain museums.
So I'm going to play this song that actually I kind of wrote the lyrics around that in the 80s. This is a band I was in called Zombie Sluts from Hell, and we wrote this song, and
which you can find at the Music Box Micro Stage. and
we were a band that it was a it's a band that nobody knew, and some people knew it was the same band, but I was in another band in the 80s, and we did this when we went to the really, really underground clubs. We played as the Zombie Sluts from Hell, and we played these really fun songs, and we had just made an album cover for our band Easter in a graveyard, and we actually shot the pictures in the graveyard. It was super cool. In the middle of the night, it was like 2 a.m, and we're shooting pictures in a graveyard.
In a graveyard.
And that was our album cover, right? And this song kind of came out of that. It in the experience, one of the people that was shooting, she was on this cross, and the cross tipped over on the ground, and we looked at it, and she looked at it and went, "Oh my God." And we were like, "What?" And we looked at it and we're like, oh, and her last name was on the cross. And then the guy shooting the pictures, he's going, "This is the last time I'm doing it." But this is awesome. And then he actually went to a bigger cross, and we finished the shoot. But we'll never forget that
moment. Wow.
Yeah. And then here's the song called "I Want Your Soul."
Wow.
The scary sound in the back room, the scary sound of your tune. I follow you to the day, I follow you to the grave. I thought that nothing was sacred, I thought that nothing was sacred. I follow you to the day, I follow you to the grave. I want your soul. I want your soul. Dark eyes will follow you, dark eyes will bring your doom. I follow you to the day, I follow you to the grave. I thought that nothing was sacred, I thought that nothing was sacred. I follow you to the grave, I follow you to the day. I want your soul. I want your soul. Guitar. Everything, the blood you need to stay alive. I gave you everything. All you want is more, more, more. I thought that nothing was sacred, I thought that nothing was sacred. I follow you to the day, I follow you to the grave. I want your soul. Soul. Take it, Saliou. I want your soul. 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 Yeah. Woo. Pretty fun, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. So be careful around those graveyards, because that's the shit that can happen to you.
I tell you, them zombie sluts from hell. Yeah. Right around the
We
corner.
were working it, baby. We were playing the death rock clubs. We were playing the underground clubs. We were playing it all.
Yes,
And then at
indeed.
Easter, we were playing the reggae clubs and the metal clubs. We didn't care. We just wanted to play.
That's the spirit right there. That's inspirational, I tell you.
So maybe tell us a few of your club experiences. Maybe some of the really fun nights you had at a club.
Man. Yeah, well, this one time I got kicked out of a bar in Japan.
Sweet.
I was trying to, talking to the bartender, caught her looking, you know. I was chilling, sipping my chai tea with whiskey. Incredible drink, by the way.
Yes, that's a good.
Yeah, and
It's a hot toddy here in the U.S.
Yeah, man, yeah. Man, hot toddy.
That's what
Never thought about
you drink
but
that when you're skiing, right? It's cold out there. You
get you a hot toddy.
You can go right
My
back
mom
out in the
used to talk about
storm.
those. Yeah, hot toddies. But yeah, man. So I'm in Japan. I'm sipping my chai and whiskey, and I go up to the bartender, start spitting some game broken English. You know what I'm saying, or broken Japanese.
Yeah, broken
right? Yeah, I speak broken English also natively. But yeah, so you know, I'm talking to her, Google Translate, kicking it, you know. And she's just like, we're kind of understanding each other, you know, it's kind of a vibe, but at the same time, we don't speak the same language at all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't speak Japanese, but I was over there, and she don't speak English, but it was a little bit vibe, you know? And then there's this bald-ass hater dude, you know?
Oh, yeah.
A hater dude who also worked at the bar, bald. And I think he felt that energy, you know, he was like, I'm just gonna hate today. So he went and he grabbed me by the back of my neck, and he started pulling me out of the bar.
This is where you're going.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, no, you're getting out of here. You know, I pulled out my phone to use Google Translate, and when I pulled out my phone and I was talking to her, then he came around and he was like,
You're out.
yeah,
You get the
exactly.
hook.
It wasn't
You
even
get the hook.
busy. Yeah, dude, whatever. So anyways, this guy, he pulls me out the club, right? And I'm like, well, damn. And so I was with my friend, and he was like, dude, you should you should definitely go talk to the bartender, you know? And then he sees that happen, and he's like, oh, okay, it's not cool. Let's leave. And then, so we leave. It's a 2-story club. It's a bar at the top and a club at the bottom where they play 90s hip hop. So we were in the club at the bottom playing 90s hip hop, and that's when we got kicked out of the club. So we went to the bar upstairs, and we met these 2 chicks, me and my friend, who has tattoos, and I was essentially Jaden Smith when we were in Japan.
There you go.
So the criminal and Jaden Smith, right? So we're the 2 coolest guys at the bar, right? So now these chicks, they're like buying us drinks, and they're like, yo, you gotta come downstairs to the club, our friend is DJing. And I'm like, what a coincidence, I just got kicked out of that club. Yeah. So we go downstairs now with these 2 chicks that are buying us drinks, so the hater-ass bald dude can't kick us out anymore. And so we go back in the club, and yeah, we meet this weed dealer. It was a good time, man. We had a really good night. We were there till like 5 a.m. That was a great.
And that has to be pretty hard to come by in Japan, a weed dealer.
Man, yeah, exactly. You know, it was brown ass.
You saw
weed.
there was 3 of them, and you met one.
Right, exactly. He was like, you guys, you're from Los Angeles? We're like, yeah, we're from Venice. He's like, Santa Monica. I'm like, close enough. Yeah.
Santa Monica.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it was a good time. It was a good time, dude. Highly recommend. That was literally underground. The club part was underground. The bar was the first one. Yeah, it's cool, man.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing all the there's how clubs are so different, and then some you go to, they're the same. You're like, God, this reminds me of somewhere else I've been, right?
Yeah.
Because some have the vibe that's the same, right? But they're so different.
Yeah. Everyone has their own like little unique thing, you know, because that culture in that area will give them a different, you know, kind of specialty.
And some of my favorites seem to be the basement clubs.
Man.
Where they have all the shit going on in the basement.
It's real. It's gritty.
I mean, I've played it so many different... Yeah, one of my favorites was in Bellingham, Washington. And we go to this you're playing at that club right there, and I'm looking, and I'm going, God, there doesn't seem like there's anything over there. It's just a door.
Man. Yeah.
And we're hanging out, and it's like a really cool street. It's all the college kids hang out on this one street in Bellingham, and there's like 4 clubs and 5, well, maybe 10 coffee houses.
Well, yeah.
All on one street.
Yep. They line
And
them up.
restaurants and some stores. And so anyway, we go into this club that we're playing, and we go, hey, we're the band, and they go, oh, cool. You can bring your stuff downstairs and set up, and we'll do a little sound check for you. And I'm looking, I'm like, there's nothing in it. It was just like this one room.
Yeah.
Right? There was nothing, and I'm like, that's crazy. What is going on in here? And then they walked us down these stairs, and then as soon as you got to the bottom of the stairs, it was a full-on club in the basement.
Wow. Yep.
And they had a big stage, and I mean, you could probably fit 400 people in it.
Wow.
friggin'
Okay.
huge.
So it's a big old thing.
And it's huge. And upstairs is a room like the size of a bedroom, right?
Right. Wow.
And then you go down the stairs, and then if you went through that room to the back, there was another area where you could hang out.
More people.
And yeah.
Do some stuff in the hang.
But just an amazing club. Yeah, it was so great. And then when we first got there weren't a lot of people, but it was a cool scene. It was like people that, it was like beatniks and stuff there hanging out, drinking coffee with their beards, and it was super cool. And then when it was time to play, and it got close to that time, all of a sudden there's a line out the door, and all these people coming in from all the colleges and from the towns that are around there. They are all coming for the concert.
Yep.
It was amazing.
Wow. That's really cool, man. Shout out to the basement. They know what's up with basements.
Yeah, it's just, those are some of my favorite clubs, because you never know what's going to happen, right?
Man, it's a different energy for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cold air is down in the basement, keeps you cool off while you're heating up. Yeah.
All right, how about playing us another original? That was awesome.
Speaking of heating up, I appreciate you. Yeah, let's do one, man.
This is Saliou.
Yeah. This one is called Pouring Rays.
I'll stand to the sun and watch the rays pouring in. You are not the only one to make the rain fall again. I know love is blind and there's no romance in a plan, but if you're gonna fall, you might wanna watch for where you land. She keeps her feet to call at night, but she wouldn't call a man. The only thing attached to you is the grip of her hand. To stay calm, but I'm no good at playing pretend. I guess you need a new hair to cause I need a new lens. And yeah, I wonder if it's fair. Well, now that really all depends. And if I didn't fucking care, then maybe we could just be friends. So I'll stare into the sun and watch the rays falling in. The rain fall again. I'll stare into the sun and watch the rays pouring in. You are not the only one to make the rain fall again.
Thanks, man.
Love that, and I love the finger picking.
Man, I
Finger
really
picking
appreciate
is so
that,
cool.
brother. Yeah. Shout out to Steve.
That's
Oh,
just
Steve,
that's
dog.
just like
Yeah.
that's just like the drum. It's a whole technique, right? It's
Yes.
everything going together. So let's tell everybody how we can get a hold of your music. Where do we find you on YouTube or on the internet?
Yes, indeed. I appreciate you. Yeah, on Spotify, you can find me at Saliou Mboup. You can just search my name, Saliou, Saliou, and then it's M apostrophe soup with a B. So it's Mboup, right? M apostrophe B-O-U-P,
Right.
soup with a B. But yeah, man, that's me. I play music, and you can find me on Spotify. You can find me on YouTube. I have like a record thingy. It's called The Third Pixel as well. That's like my company. So you can search The Third Pixel. You can hear my music and the people that I work with. We make music on The Third Pixel. It's on YouTube. The Third Pixel. 3 pixels. The Third Pixel. 1, 2, 3. Yes, indeed.
Awesome. So it was great hanging out here in Venice and Mar Vista and talking to you and playing songs together. There's nothing better than playing music together with other people. I love
Come on, brother. That's
It's
what it
awesome.
is.
And you can find me at Chad-Carrier-Acoustic.com or LordCashPockets.com. You can find anything you want to buy. Go on there and get it.
Yes,
And the money goes to musicians in need. So thanks for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll probably go out of the show with some videos for you. Remember, it all starts in the underground.
Foo, yes, indeed.
We talk about everything, play music in between.